In a very competitive 2017 fantasy football season, there was one team that did not get the memo. Sam Migre was projected to be a top team following the draft, but his crew of disappointing players caused him to fall down the standings at a rapid pace. Sam was dragged down by several players, including fantasy busts Amari Cooper, Jordan Reed, DeMarco Murray, and Mike Gillislee. Sam went on to lose his first 7 games, and ended with a 3-10 record. Did I mention that he became the first fantasy team to ever score less than 1,000 points in a season? He only averaged 68 points a week. My point is, there was no way of polishing this turd of a season. To present the trophy, last year's Toilet Bowl winner, Lizzie Davies.
To achieve is to succeed, and some would argue that what this team achieved was unparalleled to anything this league has ever seen. With a record of 3-10, I hereby bequeath the Toilet Bowl to one Mr. Sam Migre.
Thank you, folks.
And the plush be with you.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. It was quite a season, probably the worst ever, I believe. Not even achieving 1,000 points was something that I set out to not do in the beginning of the season. But I accept this award with great dignity and the strength that
You'll grow from this.
Yes, the strength and growth that it causes one to have.
You can't go further down.
Yes, I can't go any further down. Right down the toilet, as a matter of fact. So thank you. I accept this gift. I can't wait to give it up next year.
Back to you, Commish.
The 2017 season had a comeback for the ages. Will Migre started the season with a 1-4 record and was in the basement of the Fantasy Football League with no hope in sight. Desperate for a player to ignite his team, Will searched diligently through free agency to find a spark, and he found that with Saints running back Alvin Kamara. After Week 5 of the regular season, Will's squad featuring Kamara, MVP caliber quarterback Carson Wentz, running back Le'Veon Bell, and his dynamic receivers Tyreek Hill and Brandon Cooks went on a major streak, winning 9 of his last 10 games. Will entered the playoffs as the 2nd seed and earned a first-round bye, then crushed Fancy Feet number 7 in the semifinals before taking down powerhouse number 1 seed Veni Vidi Vici in an epic final between brothers decided by only 4 points. In the end, no one could escape Will Migre. After a season-long journey, Commissioner Davies has come out of hiding and brought the hardware back for a new recipient. Will now becomes the 4th family member to be featured on the Fantasy Football Trophy, and the youngest winner ever. And now, a message from your league commissioner.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2017 Fantasy Football Trophy presentation. I am the commissioner, Michael Davies. And the 2017 season was very interesting, not only because we had a lot of league involvement involving trades, pickups, dropping, a lot of GM moves, but it really ultimately came down to 2 teams, and it ended up being the 2 strongest teams. The 2 playoff teams that had a bye week, seeds 1 and 2, were Max Migre and Will Migre. And in the infamous Halifax Brother Bowl, this trophy was going to Halifax no matter what. And it all came down to 1 game, week 16 of the regular season. And there's no other way of putting it. The best team won. So let's give it up to the winner, Will Migre, Personne N'échappe, which is not how it's pronounced, but I'm saying it that way anyway. So come on in, Will. So I know it's been 5 seasons and you've been dying to hold this, so without further ado, there you go. How do you feel? Do you have any words that you'd like to say?
Yes, I actually have prepared a speech.
Of course you have.
It's on my phone.
Yes, of course.
I'd like to start off by saying, an individual can make a difference, but a team can complete a miracle. I battled through adversity all season. I can't tell you how happy I am to be standing here right now. I started off 1-4. That's horrible. Then I went on a rampage where I was unstoppable. I'd like to thank my teammates Alvin Kamara and Le'Veon Bell for their continued success throughout the season. My helpful companion Carson Wentz sadly went down with an injury, but he still enjoyed the spoils of victory. I kept them on my team. My competitors truly did have a great season. My brother Max challenged me for the championship in the final, but in the end, I came out on top. Thank you, Commissioner Davies. Thank you to the league, and I look forward to another great season. Thank you.
Really, really well said. Really well said. So the first question, what are you going to do with the trophy?
I'm going to put it right in front of Max's room,
That
so he can see it.
That did not take long to start talking trash. And that's totally fine. Whoever wins can do whatever they want with it. And I think it was a great point what you mentioned before, though. You started 1-4. It seemed like it was kind of, is this going to be another year that Will, is a little off? 2 seasons straight without making the playoffs. What do you think turned around for you? How did you become a playoff team and ultimately a champion team?
I think the biggest moment of my season was picking up Alvin Kamara in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
I think I picked him up in week 6, and after that, I went on a roll, and I just kept winning and winning and winning.
Absolutely, yeah. You ended up with the most points in the league as well.
I know.
It was truly a force. Do you think that having the bye week in the playoffs helped? Because I believe Kamara went down with a concussion early in that game during the bye week.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it did help, and I feel like if I didn't have a bye week, I might have lost, because Alvin Kamara is a huge asset to my team, and without him, I don't know what I would have done.
Absolutely. And going into the playoffs, you also lost Wentz, that you mentioned. And it seemed like he was kind of the driving force of your team. He was an MVP caliber type player. How were you able to get over that injury and ultimately make that playoff push?
Well, luckily I had another great QB as my backup in Jared Goff, and he was able to sustain a high level of skill throughout the playoffs and later in the season.
Yep, absolutely. Well, the question that everyone's kind of dying to know involving the trophy, is this thing going to Disney?
Yes.
It's
I'm going to Disney World.
Literally going to Disney World.
I'm going to travel around with it.
That is incredible. So, last but not least, just need to point out that you are now the 4th winner of the trophy. It's the 5th year, 4th winner, and you are joining some very elite group of men that have won the trophy. But anyway, I just wanted to say congratulations from the commissioner. We're very proud of you for all the hard work that you put into the season, and it really shows that the person who put the most work in is rewarded with the hardware. So thank you very much.
Thank you for a great season.
Of course. So that'll wrap it up for this season. We're looking forward to seeing everyone back during the Labor Day party for the 2018 season.